Let's see if I am actually live. It says the meeting is now streaming live on YouTube. I hope the notifications have gone out. I did put a notification out on Twitter. I hope my mods come in because I'm going to need you. I'm going to be talking about what happened last night. And if anyone has anything to say of import to add, I know some of my friends will. Hey, Puddin'. Good afternoon, NNC. I am feeling a lot better. Every day I am feeling better, much stronger. I'm still on medication for the C. diff. Somebody had the audacity to say that you had to eat a family member's fecal matter to cure C. diff. There could not be anything more wrong in that statement. If you were watching Holly last night, you'll know what I'm getting ready to talk about. But let's get some people in here. If you'll share the stream and get everybody in here. So, because I'm only saying this once, and you all will know why, and especially after last night. But let me go ahead and tweet out the stream. If someone wants to join the panel, then I'm always happy. Look, 2 thumbs up, 3 thumbs down. See, this is people hate the truth, and I got a lot of haters, so it's because I drop a lot of truth bombs. But I read a news story on that mess. My problem last night was twofold: one, disrespect, and one, hypocrisy. So, I'm not real happy this morning, and it's to the point that I'm gonna have to lay it out, I guess, because some people don't get it. Some people don't get the fact that oh yeah, they're gonna talk about me, and you know what? And that's what I'm gonna address. That's what I'm gonna address. I got 29 in here. I'm gonna tweet it out. For those that didn't get the initial tweet, there we go. And you know what? I don't care if people talk about me. I really don't. I'm over that. After you've been on YouTube for so long, you get used to it. And they're going to do it. And let me take a sip of my tea because I have unsweetened tea. My husband has come and had lunch with me, and it was great. Okay, let people roll in. I know I'm going to have a lot of after watchers, so I want to make myself as clear as possible. I'll tell you what happened last night. Because I'm not going to hem and haw and hi everybody to death. Y'all know how that goes. I got 32 watching now. And what? 2 people talking? Mr. Mama Beth went back to work. He had to go back, and he and I talked about this. He's very level-headed, and as time goes along, and I'm getting better and I'm feeling better. I'm not as prone to temper, I guess you'd say. Okay. I was invited on Holly's panel last night. I came in and I said, hey, and there's this whole thing, and it's been with Unitonica, and it's been with Woody Widow. And my thing is, it's escalating, with them. It's escalating to other people. Now, last year, you all know that it was full on war. Hi, Shady Boots. Oh yeah, that whole MFW thing. Yeah, now I will speak on that. You all know my history with her, but I'm going to talk about what happened last night with Holly, and with Holly. There was Holly and Mary and Rich Life, and they've all had difficulties with Woody Widow and with Unitonic. Okay, my thing going into the new year, I said I was, because of my health, and if you followed me And you're probably sick of it. And I get that. Okay. Last year, Holly needs to remember we were sick of her teeth. Okay. How many videos we're talking about? Oh my God, we're sick of her teeth. We get it. I tried to, help buy her teeth. I wanted to offer her money for it, but we listened. Okay. When I came up last night, people were like, oh, people were mad. Oh, yeah. Let me mod Julie, please. My sweet Julie Pooley. She's now 50 Shades of Crazy. Hello, how are you? If I need to shade anybody else, shit, I can't talk. If I need to mod anybody else, Steve, let me know. He's on my messenger on my phone, so he's my helper. And anyway, he alerts me because I can't pay attention to the chat and talk at the same time. I can't juggle either. But yeah, let's go with what happened to me on panel with Holly. She asked me to come up and speak on the mess that has been going on with Witty Widow. Everybody's getting attacked. Okay, I wanted to talk about how it started with Unitonica, and then it went to Witty Widow and my experiences with them. Why would you have me up there if you didn't want to hear what I had experienced with both ladies? First of all, Uni has been riding my ass since she came in this community. I think we all know that. Okay, from the letter on, it's all been directed at me. And then it's eventually spread out to other people and the people she's had on panel. And frankly, I don't care about her. Okay, if I spent every waking day caring about this woman who sits on the edge of her bed and talks shit about people, you know what's going to happen? Exactly what did happen. I got sick. Okay, and and then you add in Witty and Sam and all these other people. What it does is it works on your body. All right. I got out of the hospital on Christmas Eve at 9:00. It has made me sick all year because if you have undue stress on you and you can't turn it off, like when the laptop closes, you still got the phone going and everything else and all day long. You can't turn it off. Your body does not rest. And that's when you get sick. And that's what happened to me. And I'm trying to explain this to Holly that sometimes you just got to shut it off and let it go. She kicks me off the panel. Did y'all see that? I was without warning. And of course, I was on my phone, so I can't see what she's saying in the chat. And she says, we don't need a litany of Mama Beth's medical problems. We wanted to talk about the spider. Rude much? Holly and everybody else, I would never kick you off a panel like that, ever. I have never kicked someone for what they were saying. I might hear them out and say, okay, can we talk about this now? My point of telling people that this has made me sick is to let them learn a lesson that took me a week in the hospital to learn. Shut this shit off. It's going to make you sick mentally and physically. Mine physically, okay? I got C. diff. It has made me sick all year. And some moron said you have to eat your family member's fecal matter to cure C. diff. I don't know where the fuck they got that from, but that's a load of horse shit. I had to stay in the hospital for 5 days, okay, and eat ice cubes and have a lot of meds pumped into my body. All right, it was no fun. So if you choose, and this is a choice, to fight online with people continually day and night, you're going to get sick. You're not going to sleep. Listen, I was walking and talking in my sleep. My nerves were shot. I am making a choice not to mess with him. Witty Widow made a choice. She said, I did not realize that you were as ill as you were, that you were in as much pain. I'm not going to talk about you anymore. And she hasn't. And I am grateful for that. Does it mean that I'm 100% behind everything she does? Absolutely not. But I don't listen to it. And you know what? She stopped talking about me. Is she still talking about my friends? Yes. Do I approve of it? No. But you know what? If you keep poking people, they keep talking about you. Just like with Uni. I didn't make a truce with her. And I was trying to explain that when I got so ungraciously dropped off the panel. I didn't make a truce with her. What I did say is, you stop talking about me and I'll stop talking about you. Do I approve of what she does? No. Will I stand up and say, this is wrong? Yes. But I'm not gonna lose my health and have a heart attack or stroke over online bullshit. You know, Pirates said the same thing. First of the year, we're not bringing them into our world. Now, what they do on the outside, listen, they can call me all the names they want. They can call pirate names, all that. Do you think it changes our relationship with our children, our husbands, our animals, our family, our friends? No. No. We don't have to let what other people say affect us. Now, what they do, if they bring it into real life, that's a different story. But I'm going to choose peace. I'm going to choose to not let them into this circle that I live in. Okay? Because it was hurting me and it wasn't doing any good. Absolutely right. Hi, Angelo. Constant fighting has solved nothing. Nobody wins an online argument. I keep saying that, and people keep coming at me. Well, Mama Beth said this, Mama Beth said that, she did this, she said that. I don't care what you think. What someone else thinks about me makes no difference in my life. Okay? Get that in your heads. Okay? If Uni doesn't like me and she hates me and she thinks I'm, a monster or possessed or whatever, what she thinks doesn't matter to me because it has no effect on me. It doesn't physically affect me. All right? Cat's Rules hated me for 2 years. And Cat's Rules in here. Cat's Rule, what do you think of me? She knows what she means. Just want her to be careful. It is beyond this group. You know, I'm sure that there are people out there who are plotting my death. I don't care until they show up on my doorstep. And then I can physically take action, right? But let me tell you, there's nothing you can do about somebody harassing you on the internet. Believe me, I've tried. We've spent money to try. Thank you, Cat's Roll. Yeah, I saw he's popped up. I don't give a shit about him. Listen, he's a little mixed up, crazy kid in Canada. He can't cross the border. And he can say all he wants to say. I told my daughter, he's shut up background. She's like, he can't do anything, Mom. He did all he tried to do back then. They locked him up, and so I don't care if people can make that. He made 10 videos a day on me. They were all showing how crazy he was and how determined he was to try to hurt me. They don't now. I've got a thicker skin. You got to remember, I've been doing this about 4 years. And once you've done it long enough, you can call me fat, you can call me a fraud, you can call me fake, lazy, all these different things. But unless I believe those things to be true, it doesn't hurt me. And what other people think of me doesn't matter. I know who I am. I know who my family is. I love my family. I love my husband. I love my daughter. Y'all know that. Hear it all the time. You hear these things. I love my friends. We get together, we do things with each other, and you know, if you let the toxicity come into your life, then that's on you. Otherwise, block, ignore. Outside of what I want to see, I don't care what happens. If someone is saying horrible things about me, let them go ahead. They don't know me. These people have never met me in person. So how could they know anything about me? If you got a dinner face, you got to be okay with a dinner paycheck. uh, right. Yeah. Or a diner. Yeah. And I agree, Mary, consistently going after someone's looks is disgusting. And, but what it doesn't say about the person receiving the insult, it tells about the person giving the insult. And you felt bad, Mary. You should, that you shouldn't have done it. I try not to do it. I do every now and then because I'm human, just like you're human. But I'm eating a Southwestern salad actually, and my dog is dying for the chicken on top. But please, you're funny. But it it shows your character that if you call somebody a name that relates to their physical appearance or their situation, their monetary situation, where they work, or what they look like, that's it. That says everything about you and not them, you know. And we've all been guilty of it, you know. Because we're going low. I would rather see somebody insult me on my ideas or my ability to reason, or my stance in an argument. That's where I would rather someone argue with me. But I have to say, going back to last night, to throw me off a panel when you've asked me up is so rude. And Holly, you should be ashamed of yourself, and you owe me an apology. But I'm not going to ask for one if you don't know yourself, because Angela's right about that. If you have to ask for an apology, it's not going to be sincere. So if you don't know that what you did was rude, then hey, sorry on you. And then second, yes, I had C. diff. Yes, I have. We have a peace agreement. It is not a truce, but I'm bored with Uni. I don't care what she thinks. I'm just not going to talk about her because it's not interesting anymore. Does anyone find that shit interesting? I mean, do you find? And yes, Linda, Woody Widow, she has her own issues and problems. And if you go over there and start poking at her, she's going to say things. If you talk about her, she's going to say things. And the only way to handle her, honestly, and Mary, this is true. Mary, she said awful things about you and your husband. And I am 100% behind you on this. There's nothing we can really do. And yeah, you don't need apologies. Right, exactly. But you're owed apologies by all means. But are you going to get them? Probably not. Yeah, you just have to stop responding to it's she's baiting you at this point. She's baiting you. She wants your attention. She wants the attention that she gets when she says your name. And all we can do anymore is just stop mentioning them. And that's what I'm going to do, because as I said, after the first year, I ain't fighting anymore. I'm tired. Angela, that's an excellent point. All of these models out here, they constitute probably less than a 0.25% of the population. So what's normal? They're the freaks. The models are the genetic freaks. I mean, because they don't look like a normal person, right? I mean, supermodels are not the normal people. So I don't know why we're held to that standard. I don't know which Laura you're talking to. I like Laura Keck. I think I wish she wouldn't. I'll tell you this, and I've told her this. I wish she wouldn't do drama because it brings her down. She is brilliant. When it comes to the crime stuff, she is so smart. She thinks of things that I'm like, whoa, where'd that come from? And it makes sense. She's brilliant in her drama or in her crime. And I'm like, and Pirates told her too, since she started in drama, how much crime has she done? None. It's brought her down. It makes her lose money. She actually loses money in drama. But drama's interesting. Let's face it, once we all got in here, what did we do? We stayed and we listened, and we wanted more, because it's just like it's gossip. And humans are always interested in gossip. It's the thing. And Mary, you are absolutely beautiful. I don't know why anyone would call you ugly. You are a beautiful woman. I don't know whether you got called ugly when you were little, and then somebody saying it online triggered that reaction you had when you were little, but you have porcelain skin. You're hilarious to talk to too. But you are a beautiful woman with beautiful bone structure. So whoever got that in your head, no, honey, Brandywine, you didn't get blocked. No, baby. Mary is absolutely stunning, and I will tell her that all day long. And that's the thing. Nobody has the right to tell anyone you're beautiful, whether that you're ugly. Everyone is beautiful in their own way. It's I have seen very few in my life, very few truly ugly people, and it usually came because of their personality and their looks, and it was mixed together. But even then, if they changed their personality, if they'd acted better, you can find beauty everywhere you go. You can find beauty in every person. But Mary is stunning. Mary has a unique look with the auburn hair and the white skin, which I happen to be partial to. I wonder why. But I LaDonna. So anyone that says that, just shut them up. Meatball sandwich for the win. That's right. We love our meatballs. By the way, I have a website, in case y'all didn't know. It's mamabestworld.com. And the recipe for my meatballs is on there. If you want to make your own meatballs, make the Mama Beth meatballs. But yeah, you don't have to be a narcissist either to appreciate the fact that you are a good person. Everyone should be able to look in a mirror and say, I'm glad that I'm me. I love myself. I appreciate the way I am, the way that God made me. Or if you don't believe in God, the way the universe made me. But seriously, you should own yourself, own your looks, own your intelligence, and every day strive to be a little better. And that's what I'm trying to do, damn it. From the first of the year, what did we all say? We're pirate. I think everybody on the ship said, we're done fighting. And if you come at us, you deal with all of us. But we are not going to make ourselves sick anymore with, fighting stupid battles. And yes, there were people in that chat last night, because I went back and looked, who were like, but she did this and she did that. So you're not going to take up for us anymore. If I have to take up for you, then where are you? Because when I'm in argument, and when I've been in arguments with people, who was with me? My friends. But there were a lot of people in that chat last night that were like, but she did this to me and that to me. I never saw them when I was arguing. Right? Yep, block and ignore. Block and ignore 2020. I love McDonald's iced tea. Yeah, there were people in there. Oh, well, she did just. Yeah, I have fought battles for people who, when everybody came at me, they turned and ran. So that's good, Mary. Yeah, it's Mary. We have to. I'm not going to fight all this year. You see what y'all see what it did to me. And they're like, oh, Ben's always sick. She's a hypochondriac. She's got Munchausen's. No, I fucking don't. And I got the lab work to prove it. You know, it's been a miserable year for me physically. Sing stream tonight? All right. I will be there. Life is too short. You know, I've come close to death a couple times this year, and I haven't. You think I talk about my things that are physically wrong, that have gone wrong? No, I haven't. No, you all have no idea what has gone on physically with me. I've been really close to death a couple times, and it's a combination of the physical ailments that I have, and stress. Literally, the doctor has said, you have to cut out your stress. You know where my stress is coming from? Social media. And I can't do that. Okay, Angelo, Steve is going to sing you a song tonight. What's he going to sing? Sailor Man? Sail Me Over the Moon? By the way, I just made you a mod. Mary, I'm making you a mod so I don't lose you. Yeah, Mary, do you want to come up? Hang on, Mary, because you can add some you can enlighten me on the whole thing. Wait a minute, shit. Let me find the Zoom thing, because you can enlighten me on what all was going on, because I got invited up, and then before I knew it, it was like, why am I backstage? I can't hear anything. I could hear you two talking, but I was like, what the fuck? Why am I back here? Okay, I'm gonna put it in your Twitter. And if Holly wants to come up and speak, then she's very welcome to. Okay, lay that little thing across. I know you're packed or something. There we go. Alrighty, I'm driving it into your Twitter. There you go. All right, it's in your Twitter, hon. I didn't leave. I was kicked. I was like, what the fuck? I mean, I was like, why? I'm backstage, and I kept leaving messages. Just come on up. It'd be easier. I'm popping out the chat. Why does it always go to top chat? That's such a pain. Who's the guy on panel that was saying, oh, that was, here, Angela, I'll send you one too. That was Rich, Rich, the little guy that sounds gay, but isn't. Let me find you. I'll send you a link. Yeah, he was up there. Apparently he and Woody Widow have been fighting for a long time. And there are your links in your messages. Yeah, he kept popping in and out too, so I didn't understand what all was going on. If I don't know where Holly is. Oh, you got a short lunch break. I'm sorry. No, it was on Holly's channel, I think. She booted me because apparently she wanted to talk about Woody Widow, and I was there to start with being accused of making a truce with Uni, and I wanted to explain that it wasn't a truce per se, because we all know truces don't work. But it was an agreement, between two adult women to just stop mentioning each other, and that I hope it would stand. And then I was telling her that you don't, it was a mature decision, and I'm sorry people didn't like it, but there comes a time that you have to stop. And if we keep having streams on, oh, so-and-so was mean to me and so-and-so said this to me, it is not healthy for the community. And what's Olivia saying? It's just, yeah, it's an agreement. It's not a truce. I'm not going to go, fight battles for her on the false YouTube, this big fake YouTube platform that, we all are sword fighting and stuff. And people need to realize the ship is imaginary. Okay. We don't actually have, a poop deck and somebody up in the crow's nest and a sails. Well, it's a group, it's a name we have for each other, because and it was actually given to us, and we love each other, and we're strong friends. And we all decided that all this crazy fighting was doing none of us any good. Okay? So we're not going to do it. And if someone has a problem with it, then I'm too bad for you. And these people that want us to keep fighting and to run people out of the community or whatever, they're not the ones in it. They're wanting us to do the fighting for them. I'm not going to do it. Heart's not going to do it. She said she's not. She's had a hell of a year too. Probably worse than mine. Her and Rainbow. Okay, and we're not doing that. It's time to lay down the swords. A threat? Who got a threat? Like only being a con artist and us telling him to leave YouTube, more or less. It was great. Well, the people spoke and ran him off. And the thing is, if you've got a con artist, okay, And obviously he was one. People are going to speak up. You don't have to come guns a-blazing. But if everybody knows that someone's a snake, someone's a con artist, and you tell one another and you show proof, you don't have to fight. You just have to show the truth. And it's when the truth comes out and people compare the stories, oh, really? This happened to me and this happened to me. The truth comes out and the cons have to leave. It kind of like with the letter with me, it was very easily proven that it was a lie. I've got pictures of me swelled up like a balloon in Charleston, West Virginia, in the ICU when the letter was supposedly mailed from another state, and was never, no proof was shown that there was ever, that there was a piece of paper shown. But the stories around it kept getting more incredible. And yes, she apologized for it, but once you pull something like that, it's never going to be forgotten. And and that's her burden to bear. She did it. It's in time, all truth will be revealed. Absolutely, and it does. And all you can do, whether if you're the perpetrator, you got to suck it up. Oh, okay, Lisa. And I'll pop over there as soon as I'm done with this. If someone is doing something wrong, the facts will be shown, and hey, it comes out. And it no matter who it is. So just, you don't have to go in and scream and holler and yell and get your blood pressure up. I'm not doing that. Lord, this screwed my blood pressure up in the last year. What's done in the dark will always come to light. Yeah. So, Mary, we all go a little crazy. Lord knows I do. That one morning, I've got a stream where I'm not even up yet. And I was being bashed in another stream for shit I didn't do. And I'm like, I'm not even up yet. I use the headboard in my bed, and how ridiculous was that? For real. It's funny looking back. I cussed a lot in that one. I'm trying to do better on that because I used to not cuss very much. And Mary, we all need to think about our karma. I try to, because I'm a big believer in what you put out in the world comes back. And I try to do as much charity. I try to help as many people as possible, and not just with money, but with support, talking to people, if someone's having a bad day, make them feel better. I try to keep, I always think about the balance, the scales. I was told as a little girl that there's scales, and you want the good side to always be lower and heavier and fuller than the bad side. That way, if God forbid something happened to you, there would be no question of whether you were a good person or not. And that's very important to me. So I have no email. I updated my phone and I swear I hate it. I can't find anything. But think about your karmic balance. Where, if you had to look at, honestly, and you don't have to tell me or anybody else, but if you looked at your balance right now, where would it be? Would it be even? Would the scales be even? Because that's scary. If the scales are even, then you need to do some work on yourself. Yeah, pay it forward. If you hear somebody and they sound like they're in pain, emotional, physical, whatever, maybe go and say, are you okay? You know, where are your scales right now? Where are, if you passed away right now, which way would your soul head, up or down, if you believe in heaven and hell? Yeah. Or if you believe in anything. But hang on just a second, I had a text. And Mary, you know, last night, I really wish that, I don't know whether you didn't understand or what, but you know, you were agreeing with Holly and she had just kicked me off. Like, did you know did you know what had happened? I mean, I don't want to come at you like I'm attacking you, but did you not know that I was backstage? Because I was asking, I was asking in the chat, and I was asking in the point backstage, why aren't you letting me up? But anyway, that's, I guess if Holly wants to get in touch with me, she knows how to. She can text me at any time. You know, it's Shady Booty. I always say, how many people would just be healed with a hug? You know, there are people that are like, I don't hug, I do side hug. That's fine. But you know what? Touching someone's skin, just a hug, you know, a handshake, holding someone's hand. Have you seen, okay, now I have RA. So a lot of times I will just hold someone's hands in mine, and with that touch, it does the world of good. And Connie, we all need friends like that. It does have a chemical connection. And I just, you know, I didn't want to come on here and stay very long. But I'm very disappointed in last night. I've never thrown anybody off a panel. I've had them leave. And I would never throw someone off like that. That was rude. And I'm owed an apology. But I doubt I get it. The people who owe you apologies never get it. Hey, Boris. You're naughty. Hey, I was going to tell you that my husband got a really cool gun for Christmas. It's a Russian AR-15, and it is absolutely beautiful. It's it's like a dark walnut, and the stock, and it is gorgeous. Yeah, Shady Booty, I am. I feel better. I'm in a better headspace. And that's what I wanted to talk about, you know, last night. It seemed like Holly just wanted to rev everybody up for a fight, and that's not where I am. I'm not in a place where I want to go to battle and, you know, blah blah blah. I made a comment, slit their throats. But I was being facetious, so you know, people can take it literally if they want to. I don't care. But you know, I've got more peace. I feel better. There's more peace in my life. Yes, AR-15s are the bomb. We now have two, and I have now. His has a sight. Mine's got. Mine has the. Oh shit! Why do I do this? I blank. Mine has the thingamajig and the red and the yellow light and the sight on it. Anyway, you know what I'm talking about. Yeah, Dewey, it is. It's sometimes there are people that I don't care to fight with because I don't care what they think. What good is it to fight with somebody, especially online? Okay, if I fight with you, I'm trying to change your mind, aren't I? I'm trying to change the people that follow you to change their minds too. You know, if you say A and I say B and we're arguing about it, I'm trying to get you to say B. Well, it's not going to work. It's not going to happen. Amen. Amen, Pud. I have a red dot and a green dot, and they line up on the site. On the site. God, I can't think. I'm telling you. Brain fog is real, people. But you're never going to win. There's no winning an online argument. You're just going to both look like fools. You know, I've been arguing with some people for 3 years. Has anyone won? No. No, the people that like me still like me, and the people that like them still like them. It's just a waste of time and energy. And I still think those people are idiots, and they still think I am. So I'm not bothering. Nobody wins. And that's what I want to say. Don't bait me. And they can call me whatever they want to call me. They can think whatever they want to think. It doesn't change who I am. It doesn't change my relationships. It doesn't change who I love. It doesn't change who my friends are. Nothing. You know? There's no point bickering on the same subject. Nobody wins, right? Yeah, I agree. Some people put too much crap on the gun, but my site actually is really great. I love it. You just came in here to fight with me. What are you gonna fight about? Crawl up my butt and fight for air. I had a friend that used to say that. This, oh yeah, you gotta go Wednesday. She's finding out she's been diagnosed with cancer. We found out Wednesday. You let everybody know. Right. That's the thing, Shady Booty. It's okay to have differences in opinion. You know, you can say one thing and I can say another, and we can say, okay, well, you don't have to believe my way. Fine. You're still wrong. You know, we don't have to all get along, but a little respect would go a long way. And Boris, you are aggravating the piss out of Lindy. You know that. I see all your comments. You really are. You're keeping her wound up. You don't need all that shit on a gun. That's right. You're true. I don't want all of that. I just want a laser sight. Nice little hair cross. Yep, that's all I need. Yes, definitely text me. Yes, you are. Boris, you are. You know you are. It's funny. I'm not gonna lie. But you are kind of rotten. You're a naughty boy. Yeah, you gotta have a sight. The Russian one has the old type sight that it's just the metal. But God, that's a beautiful gun. That is just beautiful. His dad has good taste in weaponry. That's why I always laugh. People are like, "Oh no, guns." Yep. But yeah, don't come in our yard. But my point last night was, first of all, to kick somebody off a panel like that after you've invited them up is rude. And second of all, I'm not fighting. I'm not fighting with you. I'll fight for you. You know, I'll fight for you to have the best care, to feel loved, to feel supported. And yeah, if somebody's doing something to hurt you in real life, Yeah, that's when I'll step in. If your feelings are hurt, I will comfort you and try to talk to the other person, but I am not going to risk my physical health anymore to do these 2 week, month long, all these battles. Those people that want that are not worth it. Betty Johnson, what the hell? That's enough, Boris. That's really. I better put a hat on my head and do a cartwheel. That's enough on your gun, really. A red dot and a sight. That's all you need. You need a bipod and a vertical grip. You lazy. Dewey, I love you. It's, if somebody wants to fight, they can find one anywhere. Go into any of the other channels, start some shit there, but don't come to mine and don't come to the ship because the ship's pretty quick to toss you out. You know? Yeah, it is heavy. And I think that Angelo is really eloquent in the way he speaks about all of us together on the ship. And I think I can say this for all of us that are in this group of friends that we call the ship, that we're tired of the nonsense. We like to get together and laugh and do good works for people and have peace, and that's what it's come to. That's great. Yeah, here's the ending pointless drama in 2020. Amen. Amen. I saw that, Bridget. It does get boring. It's the same thing over and over and over again. I mean, how many times are you going to fight over the same shit? I mean, you ate a burger and liked it. I swear to God, there are so many jealous women on here that are so jealous of you, Bridget. And I can say that. Of course, Elle, I always leave things up. You'll find I don't delete any of my stuff, even the ones where I sound like an asshole. I leave them up. But there are so many jealous women, and this is true. And I can say this because I'm old. Hey, Lucian. Oh, I was just treated rudely last night. Yeah, they wanted me to get into an argument and fight, and I'm not doing that. I made my decision that this year anger and drama and worry have gotten me sick. I'm not doing it. So they can go fight their own battles if they want to, if they want to do all that. I will comfort my friends. I will protect my friends, but I'm not going like a bull in a china shop after people like I have last year. I don't need to. There's other ways of handling things, you know? Yeah, but Bridget, you know, um, you've got a lot of, you can sit there and talk about your dog or vape or eat a hamburger or whatever, and it drives the men crazy and the women go nuts. And see, I'm too old to be jealous. And my husband's like, you don't get jealous over nothing. I'm like, no, I know where you are. That's the only thing I would get jealous over would be my husband. And I know he's faithful. I trust my husband, so I don't have anything to get jealous over. And but I think it's funny how you can rile people up, Bridget, and it's just hilarious. Other women eating bananas, you know, that's their level of sexy. You can literally sit there and talk and then look sideways and wink and it just makes them go crazy. I do. You're beautiful. You're beautiful. You have nice cleavage. Hi, Tess M. It's so good to see you. And don't be judged at my AR-15. It's so pretty. You don't have to have Twitter. People, look how many people you got signed up to your YouTube to literally see 30 seconds of you just a wink and a vape. Oh, listen, I am old. I'm 49 years old, and I don't care. I'm not afraid to be 49. I'm not afraid to say I'm 49. A pinkety drinkety to be exact. And Bridget, you know exactly what you're doing. You're driving men crazy. Yeah, Dewey likes to be scary. She's the wicked, but she gets the guys that like the dangerous type. They do, Lucian. That is very well said. They very, very well said. That's right. Just look at her face. I mean, she's so pretty. People can't get over her eyebrows. Jealousy always seems to spring from feeling inadequate or less than. And that's exactly right. It's their own insecurities. People don't get jealous that are secure in themselves. Oh yeah, and you're single, yeah. And Stewie is just head over heels. You know what? It doesn't matter. You could be 100. You don't look it. I mean, let's face it, Bridget. You look like you're maybe 30, if that. I mean, seriously. Yeah, yes, Stewie, you are wicked, but you're sexy wicked, so that's cool. See, I look like a mom. I'm the mom in the kitchen, with the apron. And I'm okay with that. I'm really happy. That makes me happy. If I had everybody coming through the house, I could have 100 people coming through my house a day. I'd feed them all and, send them with something to eat later. Yes, they do. When women are comfortable with themselves, the haters come a running. And I'm going to tell you this, women are taught from the time they're little, to be insecure about their looks. Is your face on? Is your hair combed? Is this done? If you don't do this and that, nobody will like you. You better make sure your dress is clean or your jeans are clean or whatever you're wearing. But people gonna look at you. And yeah, people do look at you, but it doesn't mean they're gonna look at you and think horribly of you. And really it's not the men that look, it's other women. We dress and do our faces and hair to keep from being judged by other women. How crazy is that? You know what? We need to start raising our children better. We need to start telling our little girls it's okay to have a little dirt on your face. A little dirt never hurt anybody. Women are the worst haters. Look at who argues on here. Look at who's arguing online. The men will sit and talk for hours about all sorts of shit, politics, guns, what the weather is, basketball, baseball, football. And they might argue, I like this team, no, I like that team, and who's going to do this and that and the other. And they'll talk for hours. And they might argue a little bit about who's a better player, but at the end of the day, they're not trying to, punch each other's lights out. You get a room full of women, you think that, we were going to go out in the street and, have a knife fight. That's not right. It's, we should be able to lift each other up, tell each other how wonderful we are, because we are. And Bridget, you should look in the mirror and say, "Whoa, I'm hot." Damn, I look good. Every woman should. Every woman should fix herself and do this and that. How you like to do, whether you like to go natural with no makeup and just brush your hair out, or whether you like to get dolled up. Y'all know I'm a makeup freak. Um, However you want to do, and look at the mirror and say, "Woo, Lordy, I'm a good looking so and so," right? Hello, Sandy. And gratitude lists. Yes, I'm all about those. I love lists. If you've been watching me for a while, you know I make lists. I have my notes in my on my cell phone. I have them in journals. And oh my gosh, Mallory sent me the prettiest journal. I don't know if you saw my last video, my last live stream. She sent me a journal, which took 2 months for me to open up because I felt so crappy. I didn't put on makeup or get dolled up enough to where I felt comfortable being on video. And I haven't fixed my face or my hair because I'm staying home today. But she sent me the most beautiful journal, and my list will be going in there. So, you know, men are catty, and that's Catty. I swear, you make the grammar police come out in me. You do go about it differently. I'm not going into all that, but yeah. But men seem to seek things like firepower, horsepower, things that extend their, shall we say, manliness, always that. But women want to, and women climb over each other. Women want to be on a ladder higher than what their peers, but your mom bought you journals. Oh, that's cool. I can't go without makeup and feel comfortable. I have to at least have mascara and my eyebrows and a little lipstick. Good. See, Bridget, and that's what I did. And if she can either take it or leave it. I'm done. I don't care. Okay, go lay down, honey. Excuse me. I've got some kind of cold coming on. I've got drainage. It's awful. But when you offer someone, and I am not going to speak about her in a derogatory fashion, just not going to. I don't need to. And Witty Widow, she sent me an email, and she said that she didn't know that I was dealing with all that I was dealing with. And I really don't try to get on here and complain. Okay, but it's been really difficult in the last few months. And if you all heard everything I went through every day, that would be nothing. You all would be bored to death. But excuse me. I'll be honest, what Holly said last night really hurt my feelings. We don't need to hear a litany of my best ailments. You know what? We listened to you all last year. We've listened to you with everything you've gone through. And that hurt my feelings. Because I thought Holly was a friend. It was understanding. And that was a really bitchy thing to say. It hurt my feelings. And I wouldn't have done that to her. But Shannon, you in the car? What time is it? Oh, you going to pick up a young'un? Right, Dewey. They know your diagnosis, but not your daily struggles. Those who have met me, like Shannon will tell you, it's different. It's not what you hear on here. I'm not all happy-go-lucky when I'm trying to walk. Oh. And I'm so glad to see you, Shannon. We're talking about what happened last night. And me getting kicked off a stream because nobody wanted to hear about my litany of ailments. And I don't know why Rich Life was even on there, other than the fact that he and Woody have gone back and forth, and and I, yeah, people would be shocked, but I was in the backstage, and you know what I would have been appreciative of is, Beth, we don't want to talk about that. Maybe you can come back later. Right now, we want to talk about this. Okay, fine. But to leave me back there like she did was really rude. It was rude. I got so mad at you. Yeah, it is. It is. It's bully-esque. Oh, I just, I treat people, I do try to treat people like I want to be treated. And I try to be good to people. And but that that last night, it was rude. It made me angry. It hurt my feelings. And I slept on it, and Daniel heard it too. He was like, just get out of there. Just get out of there. She's not bringing you up. She doesn't want to hear anything but, what the chat's telling her. And then the chat was saying crazy stuff. And I slept on it, and I thought on it. And now I'm here. Yes, I have. I certainly have, Bridget. But yeah, Shannon's and I have met up twice. Love her family, and you don't know what I go through until you actually meet me and see me. And that sounds pathetic. It does but because I don't want to be seen on here as some kind of a moaner and groaner, and yeah, everywhere you're gonna be. I don't want to be seen as somebody who complains all the time, but I do want, when something happens, I do want to talk to people. I do want to say, hey, this is going on with me, because I think my friends should know. Just want like, if something happened to anyone else on here, if any one of you, I would want to know. you know um but yeah, they will expect you to do or be things they don't understand, when it can be difficult or impossible for you. It's the, oh, we get over it. Yeah, there are some things that I can't, and I never will be able to get over. you know that was autocorrect. um Autocorrect, whoever says ducking when you're type, hey, put a 1 in the chat if you have ever meant to say ducking in a text. Put a 2 if you have had it autocorrect to ducking when you meant the F word. 1 for you've meant to say ducking. 2 if it changed it to ducking when you wanted it to be the F word. 2. It shouldn't be. We're adults. You have to be 18 to get a phone on your own. Yeah. Every time I got to say the F word, it changes it to 2, to ducking. And I'm like, I never meant to say ducking. I can't even take ducking out of my vocabulary on there. It changes it. I added all my swears to my call dictionary. I need to do that. Oh, big old 2. But that's the thing. I'm the 2020. We need to, those of us who have any sanity left, and I say that loosely because I think I'm losing mine pretty quick. I think I lost it a couple times last year, and I'm not sure I got it all back. we need to just refuse to fight when people want us to fight. Or shit to ship. Yes, that one too. It just turned autocorrect off. That's an idea. We have been manipulated, and I think Shannon, especially Shannon at Pirate, Rainbow, me, Steve, and Angelo. Trying to think who else. We've all been manipulated into fights. I think you all will agree with me when you look back and see what has been said and what has been done. And it was to help their drama and get their views. You know, we didn't get the views, did we? Did it help our pockets? You're not forgotten, do we? Never. We love you. Shannon, did you make any money off of all the pain that you suffered? I mean, let's face it. You got put through the fucking ringer. So did Pirate and Rainbow. I mean, honestly, I got the least of my personal shit brought up, but I'm in there fighting with you all. And it's killing me because I'm an empath, and you all know that yeah, well, they were trying to say shit about me, but I was crying with y'all all the way. And you know, I got called a lot of names, and my husband got brought into it and all that, but I suffered not nearly as much as you all did, but we were manipulated. We you all especially. I mean, it was like a concerted effort to bring you pain, so we would all keep the fighting going. And looking back now, I'm like, oh my God, if we had just turned it off, if we had just ignored those channels and never heard what was said, if we could have never heard the words that came out of their mouths, we would not have had the pain that we all suffered, because Shannon, you tore to pieces. So were Pirate and Rainbow. Imagine if we'd never heard it. Hey, Stewie. Love you. Wouldn't it be great if we could like turn back time and just have never watched any of it, never heard any of it? Yeah, I'm gonna boot him. Yeah, it's like reasoning with children, but things that were said and things that were done. But imagine if we had never experienced those things. We could have had a beautiful year, and so many of us would have had no tears to shed. And that would have been beautiful. Maybe in 2020, when we hear, oh, so and so's doing this, so and so's doing that, say, I don't care and I don't want to hear it. I don't want to know. You know, I try to, Lucian. It's real hard for me. It's very hard for me. I mean, I will cry with anyone who's in pain. And I cried with Pirate. I cried with Rainbow. I cried with Shannon. I cried with absolutely with Dewey. I cried with everyone that was in any kind of pain. And I want us to avoid the pain, sidestep the swords, so they don't cut us anymore. That's what I'd like to see, you know. And if someone's rude, then, you know, I'm just not going to deal with them anymore. And if someone's causing pain, You know, we just have to say enough. Oh, I've already talked about that earlier. You know what? It was rude. It was rude. I've never done that to anybody. You know, and what she said after was rude, because last year when she was having her teeth pulled, and we heard about her litany of problems, we listened. You know, I never made fun of her for that. In fact, I offered to help pay for more anesthesia. But she doesn't want to hear about my quote litany of physical ailments. And she very rudely booted me off because she was in a pissy mood and just booted me off without a kiss my ass, goodbye, nothing. Goodbye, Bridget. You have a wonderful day, honey. So I think it was rude, and you know, she can apologize if she has it in her. Evolution, it's not that you want it, it's that you want, oh yeah, oh wait, to relieve it, yeah, yeah, because you feel it. You want to make everything better. Stewie, I'll just say this. I'm very disappointed in someone that I have been good to would treat me that way. Because I don't do that. But that's her burden to bear. I'm not fighting in 2020. So, Stewie, don't fight with your girlfriend. You know you love her. Send her flowers. All right. Well, I've been on here talking about all this, and I just want you all to know that you're valuable. You don't have to take bad treatment. You can stand up for yourself, and nobody else has to fight for you, and you don't have to fight. You can just say that was wrong, and don't get hooked into fights just because you can talk to people without having to scream and yell and everything. And I think Pirates doing the same, and pretty much most of us on the ship, all of our group of friends, we're taking things in a more rational and reasonable manner. We have always been right fighters. Sometimes the people we were fighting for turn around and stab us in the back, but you know what? That doesn't make our cause or what we did wrong. If we see somebody doing something wrong, we speak up. We don't have to go swinging fists. We can just speak up, you know, and that shows our character. And hopefully we teach others to, you know, be better people, to try to do things right. Don't be rude. Don't be mean. Just try to be good people. That's all we can do in this world. And that's my goal. And watch your karmic balance. Think about what side it's going to be on when you get ready to do something. The right side or the wrong side. Because you never know. We're not promised tomorrow. All right. You got your acceptances of Hogwarts? Good. Then you know you better watch your karma. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with choosing to stop fighting. Has anyone ever won an argument online? You find out and come back and tell me on the next stream. All right. Bless you all. I hope you have a wonderful day. I will see you next time. And I don't dirty delete, Stu. You know me better than that. Do I ever dirty delete? It's okay. Trump blocked you? Well, I'm sorry. You probably spelled something wrong. All right. I love you all. You all have a great day. I will, of course, will leave this up. I do not dirty delete at all. If you know me, you know that. And I love you. You love you. And have a wonderful day. All right. Bye.